What is going on, guys? This is Hero Talk, and Tilda Swinton, who is the Ancient One in Doctor Strange, teased the presence of another planet in Doctor Strange. So, at Jimmy Kimmel Live, Tilda Swinton had an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, and what she actually said is her children work actually also at Marvel as the former in the costume design team and the latter on the art department. And yeah, she had what she says here is pretty exciting. I'll just read to you what she says. She's referring to a moment when she talked with her son. So, my son, we had this amazing moment one day when I met him for lunch one day in the canteen, and I said, "What did you do this morning?" And he said, "Made a planet." It's a planet that I've now seen the movie, and it appears to great effect at the end of the movie. So, this is pretty exciting. So there is another planet we will get to see at the end of Doctor Strange. If this means that it is in the post-credit scene, I don't know, or if this will just be a cliffhanger end, or maybe Doctor Strange just leads into another movie, in which I'll come into the second. Or yeah, just a mid-credit scene, post-credit scene, who knows. But, yeah, obviously it's pretty exciting because we don't know which planet she is referring to. And well, there are a couple of possibilities, and I'll go through some of them which come to my mind. And well, the first one would be Ego, the living planet. Maybe she's referring to this planet. Yeah, so Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the next movie to come out in the MCU. And Doctor Strange, theoretically, has the possibility to appear in this movie because he could travel to the Guardians. He could just travel across cosmic places. Theoretically, it would be possible that he meets the Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously. And if this happens in a post-credit scene, this would just tease Ego at first. So we would get the first glimpse of Ego in Doctor Strange, and this would confirm maybe an appearance of Doctor Strange in Guardians of the Galaxy, and this would be amazing. So the next planet that could maybe appear it would be Asgard. So actually Tilda Swinton isn't pretty specific on how this planet is seen and why and how and when and stuff like that. So we don't know if this is really a planet or something like Ego, but yeah, so maybe it is Asgard. So maybe Doctor Strange is making an appearance in Thor Ragnarok, which would be just huge because Hulk is already in there, and with Doctor Strange also in there, this would be just terrific. This would be something like a cosmic civil war, if you want to put it like this, although they wouldn't fight each other, but yeah, so this would just be really amazing to see how these characters interact with each other. But since now we don't have any clue, any rumor, any tease of that, so that's maybe unlikely. But well, there are rumors about Doctor Strange appearing in Thor Ragnarok, which would make also sense because both of them are searching or have the powers to search, or also the knowledge to search for Infinity Stones. And this might cause them to cross their paths. And this would maybe also include Thanos, since he is also searching for the Infinity Stones, obviously. And apart from that, this might be also a random planet that we might get to see in Guardians of the Galaxy or Thor Ragnarok, because obviously these in this movies we just see much traveling around galaxies or around the galaxy, just like we saw in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and like I also explained in another Thor video, that in Thor Ragnarok we will see much traveling around planets and galaxies. So this might be also a random planet on which Thor and Hulk will land on during Ragnarok. And this would be also amazing. This might mean that Doctor Strange would be there when Hulk is maybe taking part on the Gladiator games. So we know that the Hulk will take part in Gladiator games on another planet that isn't Asgard. So maybe this planet is shown. Anyway, just any planet that has to do with these two movies would be amazing, because Doctor Strange interacting with any of these characters in these movies would be just amazing. Yeah. Obviously this, like I said, could only be a random planet on which they are traveling. It might not be any special planet on which they land on. But maybe they only pass it or stuff like that. So, and maybe they'll just meet shortly, maybe just for a cameo for Doctor Strange, just because Kevin Feige has great plans on Doctor Strange, and it would make sense if he makes other appearances in other movies. But until now we didn't have any information for this, but everything is possible. So next thought or theory would be that this just hasn't got to do anything with any other Marvel movie. So maybe this is just another planet. Maybe this might be also Earth, that we see Earth at the end of Doctor Strange, somehow, for any reason, I don't know. So maybe, or also another planet that Doctor Strange has to protect, or I don't know. Maybe this hasn't got to do something with other Marvel movies. Obviously, when we got to know such information and such news, we already think of how they are just making cameos and people are appearing here and there. So maybe this is just nothing special. But since Tilda Swinton just mentions it like this and just put it like this in such a show, Jimmy Kimmel is a very big and famous show, so this might mean something more important if she emphasizes like this. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about this. And obviously, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for more.